At Golisano Children's Hospital with Dr. Xilei Chen, a clinical assistant professor, the Jacobs School of Medicine, specializing in pediatric pulmonology. Welcome to the Friday Kids Telethon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, the Wildermuth Foundation has made a generous grant for research, and that's exciting news because you are involved in some very important research. Tell us what it is that you are involved in, Dr. Chen.
Yeah, so thank you so much for this opportunity. So my research is about pediatric asthma. So asthma is one of the most common chronic diseases in children, and Western New York has one of the highest rates of asthma in the nation. So so my research is basically looking into identifying patients with severe asthma, poorly controlled asthma, and trying to identify some biomarkers, so like some molecules in their blood that make them more susceptible to have like a poorly controlled asthma. So we can start treatment, identify those patients and start treatment earlier on.
That's incredible. What drew you to this line of research?
Yeah, so I got interested in asthma since I was a fellow. I did my fellowship in Children's National, Washington, D.C. And most of our patients were asthmatics, and I could see that how that could impact their lives and as well as our family lives. So, and then my research at Children's National was about airway biology. So basically, we were looking at different molecules that would cause in our airways that would cause early wheezing in children, and this is like actually a transition from that research.
I didn't know asthma was such an incredibly difficult problem in children in Western New York. What is it like? You've been here a few years now. What is it like to work with the team at Golisano and the Jacobs School?
Oh, it's been very inspiring and very rewarding. I feel like we have a wonderful team here. Everyone is very committed to like improve healthcare in children, and our team also like really is very involved in research as well. So we can try to like come up with new therapies and new like ways to manage children with like complicated diseases.
So when you do your research in the field of asthma, what is the end goal? Will you actually find a way to manage asthma, not so much cure it? What is the end game for what you're doing with your research?
Yeah, so our goal for, especially for like currently my research, we are trying to find ways of identifying patients with severe asthma so we can start treatments. Like there's some new treatments coming out that call biologics, and they are like targeted personalized treatments for asthma. So we're trying to identify patients that may qualify for those treatments so we can start them earlier on them, and we avoid like more hospitalizations, emergency room visits, and like improve the quality of life in general.
Now, the Wildermuth Foundation has made a very generous grant. I know you appreciate that.
Yes, thank you so much.
But it's very important to give, isn't it? Tell our viewers why it's important to make a donation to continue the research that you're involved in.
Yeah, so research is super important for to improve care in children, and so like support from donors will help us like investigate new ways of like how to manage like chronic diseases, as well as come up with new therapies to help children like live a fuller life and their families as well.
Dr. Xilei Chen, thank you for the work that you're doing for children in Western New York and across the world.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.